Throwing again, Murray. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101.
Murray going to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Wilson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 catches, 119 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. That is incomplete. Look at this Arizona defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to...
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season, but that first-round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2, you get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a nice postseason run.
Play action. Now it's Murray. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Geno now to throw. It's complete to Lockett. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now Geno on 1st down. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Geno. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Kaiser Wright, the former safety, gets the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Running left is Walker. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Geno. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. Play fake, Murray. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Smith now to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Smith on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Prater's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And it's the Dolphins who have the lead in that one. Jalen Waddle with a touchdown catch from Tua. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Chris Godwin, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. Josh Allen, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. It was a solid first half for the always dangerous Kyler Murray. He had a touchdown pass in that first half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
And he returns this to the 22. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker. 78 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start with the option. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And he finds a man in the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. This pass complete to Higgins. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray escaping and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against this defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done, and that play showed us exactly why he was worried.
Yeah, this #1 defense, they can put that on their highlight reel. They have been able to stop the run all season long. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Murray. Looking middle, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Murray from midfield. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Murray off play action. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Willen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Murray now to throw. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. To throw is Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Michael Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
So Geno and the Seahawks down by 5. A little over 80 ticks to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Gets this complete to Smith-Njigba. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Here's Smith. It's caught, blocking. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Smith's going to throw it. Repeated the last play, finding Walker.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender.
And he's got it! It's caught for a touchdown! And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Seahawks, they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.